All right, so today I wanted to talk about something that we call the market first approach and why we want to take this approach. This isn't first to market approach, but rather taking a market first approach, which means that when we're deciding on who we want to speak to or who our audience is, we want to rather than trying just to come up with a few ideas off the top of our head, we want to pick the most ideal possible person that we think would be a good fit for Zenoa, for Team Kwai, for this approach, that would want to do online marketing and spread the message and get excited about the technology side and about fish oils and the products that Zenoa has in the brand. So we're thinking, how do we pinpoint the most ideal possible person and try to find just those people that it would resonate with on the deepest level? So that way we don't have to sift through millions of people. We can pinpoint those people that would have the highest likelihood of succeeding, of being excited. You know, that's the power of the internet that we have now, is that we're able to target those kinds of people. And I'll show you in a minute how we do that on Facebook and other places. So a lot of what we've talked about up to this point has been really how you can develop a personal brand around your expertise and what you know, because you know, you can only speak to so many things. If you've not become, you know, a dietitian, that you're not going to be able to speak to that expertise. You can certainly learn it and develop some ideas along the way. But for now, we've talked a lot about your existing knowledge, your existing circles, and how you can provide value to others. So I put a few points here: coaches, personal trainers, dietitians, healthy moms, right? There's all these pinpoints of who we might be able to target down into, and these are high-level people. But if, you know, I had this conversation with a team member a day or two ago. I said, who would be the most ideal person if you could just say, what would be the characteristics of this person? Who do you want to talk to? And he said, well, I'd like to talk to moms that are entrepreneurial, that are already online, maybe have run some business things in the past. They're very health oriented. They're concerned about the wellness of their family. They want to have a purpose bigger than themselves. Maybe they've felt like, you know, what is my purpose now? I've been, you know, stuck with these kids, not stuck with them, but I've been raising kids for so long that I feel lost in my purpose and what I can do. They're getting older. They're out of the house now. You know, I'm an empty nester. So he kind of pinpointed what the most ideal person or audience he could speak to. And we've done this in the past of an audience activity, but, you know, you really want to think in terms of as specific as you can get. And I'll show you an example of a company that does this just to kind of blow your mind as far as how targeted you can get and what kind of money is in even the most specific thing you can think of. So let me pause this and pull that website up. So this is just a crazy extreme example, but it will get the point across. This is a site that sells Catholic beard balm. Okay, so you would say, well, what is the market for Catholic men with beards that are looking to condition their beard so that it's softer and flows in the wind or whatever, right? Beard brushes, lotion bars, lip balm, you know, what Catholic group of men is there a market for this kind of thing? So if you look through, they have this kind of beard signifies the courageous, you know, it's some quote from St. Augustine, and seen on this place is it's made in small batches on top of some scriptural text. And here's the guys that they're appealing to, right? How many of these guys are there out there looking for beard balm? So you can buy one for $10. You can get two for such and such, you know, 3, 6, or 5 tens here. Then you can pick out like flavors or scents. They have like frankincense and these other fun, you know, the Zealot package. Barnabas, I guess, was some sort of saint. So if you pick one of these, you can, you know, have some sort of scent put on there. Anyway, kind of a funny site that you would say, well, okay, I want the Holy Smokes. This one I want Franken-Scan, whatever it is. So this site, when they first started in the first month, they did $13,000. So there was apparently $13,000 worth of money just in the first month for a company like this. So we're not selling beard balm. this is not the industry that we're in, but it's to get across the point that these people targeted in on their most perfect possible person and made it very specific. And there was a lot of market for it. And they're probably making $20,000, $30,000 now after, they've been in it a few months. And this has recurring stuff. People keep buying it. So this is cool, interesting business, right? They're able to have run. So coming back, that's where, again, we'll dive deep into Facebook, and I'll show you just how targeted you can get with some of this. But let's dive into another concept that I really want to drive home. And that is, up until this point, we've been doing one type of traffic, okay? There's two types of traffic that we can approach. The first type of traffic is organic traffic. So organic traffic is the traffic that we build and earn and get a following for. This is not anything we paid for. It's stuff that we grind it out and we're able to build over time through appealing to people through value and creating content and doing videos and things that we're talking about. This is a bit like the word organic insinuates gardening, right? And tilling the earth and developing over time, not using any chemicals, really, spinning that hard sweat equity to build and grow a garden that takes some time. This might be 3 months, this might be 6 or 12 months to get a harvest before the yield comes through, and some of it gets eaten by bugs and so on and so forth. This is the hard work that goes into growing a following and growing a garden, whatever the analogy is. And this takes some time and effort. And if this is all that we do, we'll starve, right? We'll be starving entrepreneurs and starving farmers. So it's important that we incorporate two types of traffic strategies. And there's kind of this old adage that if you're not paying for advertising, then you're not in business. And the more that we get into this, the more I want to show you truly how to run this like a business, to have people in the Philippines that do a lot of outsourced labor for you, getting maybe an assistant that can pick up a lot of the tasks, paying for traffic on Facebook, to be able to develop a funnel that breaks even for you so that the money that you spend on traffic, you end up getting paid back through your funnel. So things that are business savvy, things that I'm doing now and that other business entrepreneurs are doing now outside of network marketing. So I'm incorporating these cool tactics that you guys can employ with network marketing and have equally good effect with. And I particularly focus on Facebook, again, in organic and in paid traffic, because they're the best. It's like, if we're going to focus on an area, let's focus on the one that has the most potential. So Facebook has this ad platform, okay? And in their ad platform, you can target in almost a scary fashion the most specific kind of person that you could ever imagine. Okay, so let me just show you this cool tool. It's an audience insight tool, and if you set up a free Facebook business account, an ads account specifically, then you'll get access to an audience insight tool. And this will be a separate training, so don't feel like you have to take notes on this right now. But let me just walk through what I mean by these like beard balm people and what we're able to do with our targeted traffic. So if you come here, you can select age. You can say, I want only a 33-year-old. I want 36-year-olds to 49-year-old women, going back to entrepreneurship. So these are interests. So we can say, so whenever you like a page on Facebook, Facebook keeps track of that. They know if you like entrepreneurship. They know if you've liked, the Pioneer Woman. They know if you've liked Oprah Winfrey. They know if you've liked Ferraris. They know if you've liked lacrosse, whatever that is. Whatever you engage with and interact with, they're keeping track of it, and we can now use this tool to target those people. So I want somebody that's interested in entrepreneurship. They've liked a page called Skinny Mom. These are ones I've known beforehand. This is a site about a mom that's, teaches other moms to be healthy and fit. I want people that are interested in online marketing, that maybe are, let's see, family and relationship. They have to have a family. They're interested in marriage and motherhood. I also want to say that they, for fitness and wellness, they go to the gym and they enjoy meditation, right? Look at this stuff. Like it gets even more specific. Hobbies and activities. They're into arts and music. What's their political affiliation? shopping and fashion. They're people that are interested in beauty, hair products, spa, tattoos, technology. They're early adopters, consumer electronics. They're into, mobile phones, so they're mobile savvy. Then we can come down to even more specific stuff. Look at this. It just goes crazy. Behaviors, language. Their behaviors are, I want them to have a certain purchasing behavior. So these are kind of people that like green living type products. They're used to buying health and beauty products. They like kids products, pet products, purchasing habits. These guys, they're used to buying things online, so they're used to spending money on things online. They're in a relationship. They're married. They just got married, newlyweds, 6 months. They need money, and they're having their first child. Their education level is at least some high school and college. So look at this. We can see what job titles there. I want only nurses. So you can see how these people targeted Catholic men with beards. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't that hard now that you look at this. They have a home office. Okay, well they work from home right now. They do some home things. They're in they're renters, so they're looking for money, and their home value is under 100,000. They're parents of a child from 0 to 3 years old. They're very liberal or maybe conservative people. They've had a recent life event. They've got a new job, a new relationship, and they're away from their family. Like look at this. This is what I'm talking about. We can specifically pick who we want to speak to, and we can be very targeted about our marketing. So when I say think about who you want to be on your team, we can find those people. We can target them, and we can have really awesome messaging to win over really great team members. And this is on the paid platform. This is the power of Facebook's paid platform. So when I then create an ad for this person, I know that they're going to see it, and I can have really good targeting to then come back to our system, which is giving value. So we have to say, hey, here's this thing that you're a struggling nurse that is having a new child, and you're wondering how to make ends meet and pay off all of your medical debt. I know what it's like to be there. I wasn't a nurse, but I've done this, that, and the other. And here's some things that you can do to ease your stress and start to have more energy so that you can be there for your new kids. Whatever it is, we have to think specifically to that. So then the transition point, a good way to now bring them into your circle and to further segment them is through two things that we can do: a quiz or a giveaway. So I'm giving you big picture stuff here. I'm having you catch the vision of what this is about. We're getting traffic. We're earning it through organic means, building garden over time. We're using some paid traffic as little as $5 a week on Facebook, right? We don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Very, very small budget to start out to target really specific people and make every dollar count. In fact, we want you to get to 9 people as quickly as you can, because then you're earning $300 a month. And then you can just roll all of that profit money back into ads and have a system just growing for you. So if you need an incentive to get more people quickly, that should be it. Or you get 3 people and start earning a lower amount and just saying, how can I spend money on leads so that I can start to get this system moving for me? Because once we get people into this process, it will churn out leads. You'll now put in $5 and you'll get 5 leads, and you get to call those people and close them and bring them into your downline, right? That's how this works. That's what this system is about. So an easy way to do it, and I'm creating and have some existing funnels that you can use. So I have some quizzes and giveaway funnels that I've already built that I can share with team members. Now that's not available to everyone. You have to have got some people into your downline and put forth some effort. This isn't just we're giving everybody every single resource from the very beginning. Otherwise, right, there's no incentive for you to do some of the work. So we'll share with you how you can get access to some of this work that I'm putting in so that you don't have to build out a full quiz funnel or a giveaway. Basic idea with the quiz is that you engage them with specific questions that will help lead them towards a solution that you've presented. So if you're saying you're a nurse, yes, You're a personal trainer. Do you struggle to get people to train? Do you feel like you're not, you're trading your time for dollars? Do you feel like there's, are you retaining clients? So then you're able to ask specific questions so that you can then give a specific personalized result or solution to them and say, hey, here is the answer to that problem. That's cool. That gives massive value to that person because they go, great, this person gets me in where I'm at, and they had a solution for me that worked. I want to find more of this person's stuff. Giveaway is a little bit different. This is where you can say, hey, you're this kind of person. This could be as simple as a mom and saying, hey, I have this 3-step guide that you can get on cleaning your house without using chemicals. I'm only giving away this specific guide to 10 people, and we have, again, some giveaway software, some giveaway funnels that you can use that are really, really cool. People that share, it ends up going viral, and you have a lot of people sharing this giveaway, and you get hundreds and thousands of people participating in a giveaway to get this thing that you're providing value around. Really, really cool way to get a ton of engagement. So both of those are really fun. So once you get people into your circle and you're giving them value, you're doing giveaways, people are interested in knowing more from you and getting more answers. And that's where we lead into a funnel. So the funnel then gives them a way to segment themselves and showing interest for Zenoa and joining Team Kwai and being part of this journey. And it's as simple as bringing them into an opt-in like that quiz or like a giveaway. Then what I want to have you do is build out what we call a tripwire. So tripwire is a small paid offering. There's nothing like a buyer lead, somebody that spent money on something that you have to qualify them. One of the easiest things that you can do to segment people and find people that are interested and serious is if they pull out their wallet and say, I'm going to spend money on this thing that they have. So it won't be that everybody spends money, or that you might find people that don't spend money still end up being good leads for you. But this will be a great way for you to do two things: get more qualified leads and pay for your marketing budget. So if we can say, hey, here's one example of a tripwire we can do. Here you can get digital access to, let's say they didn't win the giveaway. You send them to the page and say, I normally sell this for $19. You can get it for $9.99 and download it now. Get it here for those that didn't win. So people go, okay, 20% of people pick that up, and you get out of 100 people, 20 people that spend $9.95. Your ad spend was, $200. You can see how you can start to play with these numbers and say, great, I spent $200 and I made $200 back, and what I got out of my system was 50 leads now. I now have 50 people that have gone through my funnel, and I didn't have to spend a dime for them, full circle. I ended up breaking even, and now I got free leads. That's what we're creating here, is free leads. And then you have organic traffic on top of this that come through this opt-in that you built through your blood, sweat, and tears, and getting these people to come through this funnel. So all that's free. That's free leads coming in through your organic, and free leads that you're able to get if you can develop this system of a tripwire and getting people paying for something small to offset your ad cost. Then we bring them through our value ladder, where we provide more value for them over time. We segment them fuller. We segment them more than we have before by getting bigger commitments. Now we're saying, hey, I saw that you were an entrepreneur. You've done some things online. I'm doing some things online as well with funnels. Let me have you come to this webinar where I'm going to show you how you can use that to further advance your entrepreneurial goals. Or to start a home-based business, or to just learn more technology so you can help your existing business that you and your husband run, right? We give them value through, again, knowing that we've targeted a person that has some entrepreneurial vibes in them, that want more money, that are not satisfied with their job, that are struggling, or that are interested in online marketing or developing a side income through our targeting, so that we know we can speak to them that way. Then we bring them into what I think is the best way to share is through video. We tell your story. We say, hey, here's who I am. My name is Mark. I was a struggling dad that was newly married with a child. I had just lost my job. I was overweight. Suddenly my metabolism turned off. I wasn't feeling healthy anymore, and it was affecting every part of my life. I couldn't make ends meet, and I was depressed and feeling like, what am I going to do? I started going to the gym, eating better. I started saying, I'm going to do something entrepreneurial on the side. I spent 4 or 5 hours a night after work grinding out, figuring out online marketing, and started to develop my own products and systems, right? You then tell a bit of your story, and they're won over to you, and they start wanting to know more. That's where we're able to invite them and say, Zenoa was a big answer for me. Here's what didn't work. Here's what did work. I found out that if I could find something I was passionate about that helped other people live healthier lives, and right, then we tell the product story and about Zenoa, and we then invite them to be part of something bigger than themselves. We then say, hey, let me help you to create what I've created and what I am creating. We have the resources, we have the team. Then there's that part of the conversation. Again, this is overall strategy that we're talking about here. This isn't, you need to now be able to create everything I talked about from this training. I just wanted to give you some insight into the big picture and the big strategy of why we're doing this, because I think so often you can get caught up in setting up an Instagram account and getting followers, but you lose sight of what it's all about, what we're moving towards. And this is what we're moving towards, is creating a system where we get traffic organically and paid. We bring them in through an engaging, valuable piece of content that leads into something that gets them to take action, like a quiz or a giveaway. And then we're able to present to them or give them a funnel so that they can segment themselves by showing interest through your value ladder, through getting a paid offer, showing them video, and getting them to segment themselves. And all the while, we're paying for our advertising costs through this little tripwire and getting them to pay $3.95 for something that we can develop that will be valuable to them, that they want. That could be a video training, that could be a written content. I have some people that will do thumb drives, little preloaded thumb drives that will say, hey, you can get this thumb drive for $19.95 with all my best secrets about this thing. So we have a lot of cool, fun ways we can do that will be in a separate training. So hopefully this was helpful to you to understand kind of what this system is about. And as we've done more and more of these trainings, it's given us greater clarity as we get feedback from team members and knowing how to best approach the strategy and what's going to be the most effective for the most people. And then we can work one-on-one with different people, and you can work with your team members and so on and so forth, so that this has replicatability, so that other people can find value and create this same kind of system for months and years to come. So that's it. That is the market first approach and kind of the big picture of the system that we're helping you build.